Wow. This is amazing.
A different body?
Completely different.
Honestly?
Certainly did.
Well, didn't you like your previous appearance? I mean, if you ask me, you don't look too strange. So you thought maybe I was alright with my initial look and you turned back to who you are now? Were? Are?
Kind of, Harry. It's a long story, one that I will save for another sunset. But the long and short of it is that I was visiting my home planet of rhubarb with my sister Lizzie and a friend of mine, Jimmy, when I was poisoned by an elatia plant and almost died.
Really? I never knew that.
Go on, Steve.
Well, in conjunction with my visit, the president of the planet, President Vo, asked me to undertake a very special mission to collect some very valuable keys that were scattered through space and time. But the result of the mission would mean I'd have to have my physical appearance altered dramatically.
We were stopping the Tubcons, weren't we, Steve?
That's right, Algy. The keys opened a very precious tomb, the Tomb of Knowledge. And the long and short of it is that after initially saying no, I nearly died. I decided to have my physical appearance changed and undertake the mission.
I never knew Steve any different to what he was. His change back to his old self was quite a shock.
Yeah, I bet it was.
A necessary one, though. I figured that after all the work I'd done for the Rhubarb Council, the least they could do was revert the process and put me back to my original self.
Surely that's impossible, though. People on my home planet used to have physical alterations. Face grafts, lifts, tucks, that sort of thing. But it's all for vanity reasons. They're mainly from the public sphere.
Face graft? That doesn't sound very nice at all.
Fairly common operation on Earth, though, Algy. A couple of snips here, a couple of snips there, pull the skin back, and it reduces wrinkles, loses the appearance of ageing, you know, that sort of thing.
Well, not exactly.
No?
So, what is a face graft?
Similar to what Stephen said, except they swap parts of the client's faces with parts of the faces people don't need anymore.
So, who wouldn't want their face anymore? Unless they were going to wear a mask all the time.
It's the dead who don't need their faces anymore. Once they're shown to their respective friends and family, their faces are cut off, frozen in a cryogenic state, and then they're put up on the consumer network for people to choose from.
Lovely.
What?
I feel sick.
What are you thinking, Steve?
Nothing much. I was just thinking that...
What the hell is that, Stephen?
I don't know.
It's horrible.
What is that?
I have no idea. Let's go. God.
Who is it?
Somebody I never thought we'd see here. I don't know why he's here, but I must find out. What in God's name do you think you're doing here, Death?
I had to come, Stephen. You're the only one who could help me.
What's going on, you bloody maniac? What do you mean you need me? What's happening?
The end of existence, Stephen. The end of everything. If you don't help me.
I woke it up, Stephen. With this book.
Woke what up? You're making no sense at all.
A monster. No. Worse than a monster. Something awful. Something terrible. Something evil. On the outer reaches of the Omega galaxies, I found this book in an ancient library thought to have been lost for centuries. I had heard, as most disreputable characters in this cosmos have, of an omnipotent figure, Kaos, an entity bound in an earthly prison, powerful enough whom I could use to finally put an end to you. You have been a thorn in my side for too long, Stephen. My expeditions have taken me across the universe, finding new ways to rid myself of you. And I thought I'd finally found one. It became clear to me that Kaos was not only just a mythical legend, but actually a living soul, trapped by ancient gods eons ago, and I decided to seek out its help. I found a book called the Vargonet al Lysergium, The Chaos Theory, which I translated into English. It accurately details the precise location of the tomb holding Kaos, and more importantly, how to set him free.
So this Chaos character was the tool you wanted to use to finally kill me?
Precisely.
I take it things didn't quite go to plan then?
You could say that. It seemed to me that it was simply fate that the tomb was here on Earth. That on this world where we have clashed so many times, I would find my ultimate weapon. The tomb itself seemed just like an ordinary grave in a churchyard. The perfect way to hide such an evil place. Right out in plain sight where the humans would never know. A wonderful disguise. Nobody would have known about it if it weren't for that book. Passages near the front of the book detailed how I could open the doors to Chaos's prison. Blood. Blood was the only way to release him. Fitting, really, that an entity that had caused so much bloodshed should be released by it.
Calafos, elixir, obliterate. Calafos, elixir, Mephisto, obliterate.
Calafos, elixir, Mephisto, obliteratum.